Good morning, guys. Welcome to a what I eat within the week vlog. I just want to say I'm not a chef, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I don't follow any particular diets, but I just wanted to show you what I eat for breakfast and dinner, as I thought that I could give you guys some inspiration. If you've been following for a while, you'll know I've just moved house. If you're new here, please excuse the hanging wires, any holes in the wall. We're in the process of sprucing up the kitchen, so that will be really fun once it's complete. I usually eat just twice a day, breakfast and dinner. I usually have breakfast around 10-11 a.m. and then Bash and I have very early dinners. We have dinner around 5, latest 6, and this is what works for us. I have in the past lived having breakfast, lunch and dinner, snacks in between. That didn't work for me. I always felt tired as soon as it hit 3 o'clock. So having 2 meals a day now is what makes me feel the best, and I love it. And there's nothing better than having an early dinner. Okay guys, let's get straight into it and let's make breakfast.
I sometimes start the day with an organic celery juice. Organic means no pesticides, so you're getting the purest flavour and the best benefits.
I just got back from the gym, and for breakfast I'm having something really simple, just eggs and avocado. That's what I typically have after doing a workout or doing a yoga session, because eggs are full of protein, and that's what you're meant to eat in the mornings after a workout. I'm just going to use what Batch used for his eggs, so don't worry guys, this isn't a dirty Pyrex. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I do not like the runny yolk on eggs. The yolk always has to be cracked or blended in within the egg itself. So I never used to like scrambled eggs because I'd find them quite runny, but Bash started making them for me and I started to enjoy them, but I like mine slightly overcooked. I typically, when I'm cooking for myself, I like to make an omelette, and this is just a really simple plain omelette which I season with salt and pepper. I don't have much in today to jazz the omelette up, so I'm keeping it super simple. Okay, I've taken it upon myself to do a little spring clean around the house. I'm not sure what we're gonna have for dinner. I know that we have some prawns that need to be eaten, so I reckon we'll do just a mashup of whatever we have in the fridge. So yeah, I'll see you guys at dinner. For dinner today, we are making something very different that we haven't really made before. And we just wanted to use up the sweet potatoes that we had in the cupboard, because if we don't eat them soon, they will go off and it will be a complete waste. And you know me, I do not like food waste. If I ever have to throw food away, my heart just sinks that little bit more.
I've caught her crying over food waste.
Well, you're not meant to tell them this. I've gone red.
Sweet potatoes are one of nature's best gifts. I don't eat them enough, but after this meal, it definitely made me want to eat them more. They're packed with nutrients like vitamin A and C, which is great for your skin, plus they're loaded with fiber, so they keep you feeling full and satisfied. The spices I coated them in is dried cumin, coriander, turmeric, salt and pepper, and a drizzle of olive oil. And I love roasting them because they form that crispy caramelized exterior and that soft sweet inside. I usually leave them to roast for around 40 minutes on 200 degrees. Undercooked sweet potatoes, they're really not my favorite, so I rather them slightly overdone. Now that the sweet potatoes are roasting, I'm whipping up a quick, healthy spinach side. I don't know if I can call this a sag bhaji, but it's pretty close. Mixing in fresh ginger and garlic not only adds a punch of flavour, but it also brings that anti-inflammatory benefit. My new obsession, is frozen spinach. It's one of those unsung heroes in the kitchen, and it's so convenient. No washing, no chopping, just grab a handful and you're good to go. So next time you're in that supermarket, do not overlook that frozen spinach section. It really does bring you a long way.
Hi. I'd like a little.
This is the tandoori marinade, which we're using for the prawns. We've used half a jar for 400 grams of prawns.
I never really liked prawns, to be honest with you, but then last year something changed. I decided to give them another shot because Bash's mum made them in a sauce which always smelled so good, and I realised they just needed to be cooked and marinated in loads of flavour to really shine. It's funny how our taste buds evolve as we get older. Life's all about trying new things, so maybe this could encourage some of you to retry something you may not have liked in the past. Good morning, guys. For breakfast today, I'm making porridge. Growing up, I never enjoyed porridge. My mum would make it so bland, it would literally be porridge with some strawberry jam splattered on top. And there you go, eat it, Sarah. Growing up, I didn't really enjoy food that much, but I have come to the conclusion it's because the food I was given was quite bland. And then growing up, as I was going to friends' houses, I was experiencing all these different cuisines, and I'd say that London is quite multicultural. So I was trying Jamaican food, Filipino food, real good Italian food at friends' houses as I got older. And I discovered that it wasn't that I didn't like eating, I just didn't enjoy the food that I was getting at home. So with porridge, now that I'm a grown up and I can have whatever I want on my porridge, I've discovered so many different toppings that you can have that I really enjoy it now. I defrosted some poached pear that I had in the freezer last night, so that's been defrosting overnight. So I'm going to have porridge with poached pear and some random little toppings. We just got home from a day of working and we're making spaghetti bolognese. We're gonna make this best spaghetti bolognese we have ever had in our entire lives, even better than the one you had at La Bolognese in Rome.
It's a tough ask, babe, I can't lie.
But I've got to say, we do make pretty good bolognese.
We do, but I don't know how they make it the way they make it, man. It's just different.
It's ingredients, it's fresh ingredients, good, organic, British beef. I mean, I don't think they're using British beef in Italy.
I think they're using Italian cows. Okay, so basically, because our beef mince is likely around 10% fat, it's lower than what they would use. So we're going to use beef tallow to increase the fat and get that rich flavor.
I can't wait. This is why I need you in my life by my side.
Forever, I will be here.
Because I'm not going to lie, I've been quite disappointed the last 2 times I've made bolognese.
The last one was subpar, so watery.
It was so watery, but you know what? Too much beef stock, that's why.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
It definitely was, otherwise how else?
Well, it wasn't cooked that long.
Yeah, true. We like a slow cooked bolognese. Preference 3 hours. Okay, now I'm going to chop up some chili, the garlic I just showed you, Bash has done a fine job chopping up the carrots, and I have done an okay job chopping up the celery.
If there are any Italians watching,
Yes.
I know you guys don't like to mix garlic and onion, but we like it. And we also like chili. So think of it as a arrabbiata bolognese.
Ooh. So you want the onions to cook for around 10 minutes so they get really golden and sweet on a low-ish heat, because you don't want them to overcook.
Yeah, low medium.
Looking really good, guys. Can we just take a moment for Bash and carrots? It's like cheese. Bash, that looks fantastic. Damn. Hey guys, we just got back from the gym and then we stopped by the farm shop to get some ingredients for breakfast and dinner later. For breakfast, I'm just going to have some chicken sausages, fresh chicken sausages, and then we are also later going to be doing chicken burrito bowls. This is like a staple breakfast that I have when we have some good chicken sausages. And then burrito bowls are also a staple within our rotation of recipes. So I'm excited to show you that later. But let's focus on breakfast because I am starving. It's now dinner time and the chicken has been slow cooking in the oven for around 4 to 5 hours. What we done with the chicken was we marinated it for around half an hour with these spices. And then we blackened the chicken just to give it some char so that the spices would cook and it just enhances the flavor. And then in another pan, we fried onion, chili, garlic, chipotle paste, and then we placed the chicken in with that mixture. We deglazed the pan from the blackened chicken with chicken broth. Then we placed that in with the chicken, added a little bit more, and we kind of let that cook for like 10-15 minutes on a low simmer. And then we placed the lid on and put it in the oven. And here we are.
5 hours later.
The sides we're going to have in the bowl will be shredded lettuce, rice as the base, some sliced avocado. I really want to make a pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo.
Some grilled corn. And I'm considering frying some peppers, onions, but I don't know if we need that. We have quite a lot going on already. No, this is parsley.
Yeah, do we have coriander?
No! As I was chopping, I could just smell the aroma of parsley. I can't believe it. I was meant to be chopping coriander.
We don't have any.
Not parsley. We don't have coriander. No! Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with parsley. It will still be really refreshing, just won't taste like the authentic pico de gallo. But we move. Good thing I love parsley. And it's really good for your gut. It's anti-inflammatory. It's very, very, very good for you.
If you're a vegetarian, you can swap out the chicken for a hearty black bean dish. They're packed with protein, fibre, and all those essential nutrients that keep you feeling full and satisfied. Plus, they're super versatile. You get that creamy texture and a rich flavour that complements everything in the bowl. And the reason I don't make black beans with my burrito bowl anymore is because they do make me gassy. So I try to avoid beans when I can, but I do absolutely love them.
Okay, we just took the chicken out of the oven. Ooh, this is perfect because you want all of that liquid to dissolve. And watch, when we start shredding, oh, it just falls apart. It's so succulent. Okay, we're gonna shred it now. That is the burrito bowl done. I love this meal because it's a very balanced meal. It has carbs, being the rice, protein, fiber, natural fats. So good. And one of your 5 a day, or 2, or 3, or 4. And then with the leftover shredded chicken, we were thinking about doing quesadillas tomorrow. No, not quesadillas. Yeah. Is it quesadillas? Yeah, quesadillas. I'll taste this with you guys, and then I'm gonna go and enjoy my dinner. It really makes a difference when you put love into a dish. Love, blood, sweat and tears. I usually add a lot of salt, but this doesn't need it. It's so good.
From last night's dinner, I had some of that chicken left over, and instead of letting it go to waste, I whipped up breakfast quesadillas. They're super easy to make. Just toss the chicken in a tortilla with some grated cheese, maybe some scrambled eggs, and you've got yourself a hearty meal within minutes. And not only does it save you time, but it can also cut down on food waste, which is a win for both your wallet and the planet. And leftovers can spark some of the best meals. So next time you have extra food, do think twice before throwing it. The following evening, I found myself hit with a serious craving for bangers and mash, which is a classic British comfort food. The creamy mash with the chicken sausages drowned in gravy takes me back to cozy pubs and rainy days. Sometimes the simplest things bring the most joy, and when I'm on a stint of healthy meals, I find it's important to give into a craving here and there.
Good evening. We had someone come to remove all of the tiles from the backsplash, and then they plastered over the back, and plug sockets have been removed. We're just waiting for a tiler to come so we can tile the whole back. But I looked over the tiles and Bash and I had decided to count how many tiles there were. We were like 50 tiles short, is that right?
Yeah.
So I had to reschedule our tiling guy for next week. So we're going to have to deal with no tiles for the rest of the weekend, which is so annoying. We've already got oil splatters up the back, but it doesn't matter because it's all gonna get covered. Right, so for dinner today, we are doing something that we've never made before. We're making minute steaks. Minute steaks are really thin steak. We're having it with peppercorn sauce because...
Excuse me, sorry guys.
Because I love peppercorn sauce. It reminds me of being in Norway. Bash is more
have it in Norway?
Yeah, I have peppercorn sauce with potatoes.
No way, I didn't know that.
I don't know what we have it with, but
Not steak.
you know, like food in Norway, when I go to visit my family, is usually very bland, and peppercorn sauce was always like a highlight. Bash is more of a chimichurri sauce guy with his steaks, but the only way to convince me to have steak was that we were going to make peppercorn sauce, because I'm not big on steaks. So yeah, let's make it.
We have our biodynamic minute steaks. We have our organic butter, organic double. I feel like we don't need double cream, but whatever. Yeah, I feel like some parmesan could go.
Hell yeah.
A bit of depth of flavour. Beef tallow? Yeah, we'll do some beef tallow.
You can buy rosemary.
Rosemary? Do you have your rosemary salt from Christmas?
No, I threw it because it was left open. It wasn't like covered.
All right, well, we'll improvise. Beetroot.
Those last a really long time.
Would you like to use them for today, or?
Shall I make like a beetroot salad to go with it?
No, we won't have it with this, but we'll we will use it over the weekend, just not today. What we had? Bit of steak. Like a gem lettuce salad would be nice, I feel.
Or peas?
No.
The potatoes are blanching to get the starch out, so it just kind of means that we'll get a fluffier chip once we make them into fries. Could we use these potato skins for something? Let me know. I don't know, but it just seems a shame to waste all these skins.